Are we gonna go? Sorry, explore like Jason Clark.
Yes, yes, we are.
Yeah. Sorry for that. You keep forgetting to start it.
Oh, it's okay. It's a not part of the system yet. Okay, so hi DEs. What we're going to do here, hi Trevor, and Megan and Rachel and Lindsay. Lindsay has a very large pile of exclamation marks where she's at, and she's trying to work her way through them, but I will say that it appears like the pile is unlimited.
Wow, Lindsay. Wow, good. Come on, Megan.
It's not a real Lindsay message unless there's at least 7 or 8 exclamation marks at the end of it. I love it, Lindsay. I think it's great. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to walk around the school. And your job is, while we're out there, to find something in nature to bring back to the classroom.
Can I carry the tree? Can it be alive?
Yeah, can we carry the
If you think you can pick that tree up, you go right ahead.
I want a car.
You got the solution. So guys, what if we all got?
I doubt you're going to be able to bring a car in here. But hey, you do. Now, DEs, you too. So you got, I'm going to give you 5. Go outside. Go outside of your house. Now, if you have snow everywhere, you can bring some snow back in if you want to. I understand that in Wisconsin, there is actual winter. I know. That's what I've been told. I haven't been there. I have no empirical proof.
You haven't been to Wisconsin?
No, actually, I don't think I ever have the airport.
How many states have you not been to?
I think there's like 5 that I haven't
Okay.
been to. Wisconsin happens
She
to be.
said her signature is 7.
It was -4 this morning. All right, Megan, you may go outside for 4 seconds. Then it's -4 degrees where Megan is.
Is there a time limit of how long we have to find something?
We're going to walk around the school, and by the time we get back, you need to have found something.
Around the school, is it inside or outside?
Outside. Well, you walk around inside. Well, you're not going to get anything from nature. Unless you grab an elementary school kid or whatever.
Oh,
So
yes.
we're not doing
Kindergarten.
that.
Start on that side.
Last week was -30. Look at that. It's getting warm.
Can I steal?
Rachel says last week it was -30. Today it was -4. Heat wave in Wisconsin.
-4 is lower than -3. Can we start?
No, it isn't.
On. Can we start on that side of the school so I have more time to to sprint around to get there first? I have a plan of what I want to get.
We're going to have to end at the doors over there because I forgot my keys.
Can I steal my key?
All right, up. Let's go.
But can we run ahead?
You may run ahead if you want to.
Run! Run for the hills.
So I'm going to.
Lucian, go before me.
You're hilarious. Hazel is rocking it this morning. I got to say, Hazel is killing it today.
Maybe it's because my mom took a turn in my spirit.
Okay. Also, I'm going to see if the microphones work, like what their range is. I'm not really sure what the range is, so I may cut out on you guys. Well, I'll be back in just a
Which
minute.
doors are we going?
I don't know, whichever ones you want.
Whichever one. Let's go.
Just come back. That's all I can. Now, watch, in the middle of this, we'll have a fire drill, and I'll be like, I have absolutely no idea who is in my class. Doug, we're walking around the school picking up nature. All right, come on. What?
I think it's because today when my mom took a turn, the cereal spilled all over me, and we had to go home and.
I was gonna, the
had to
spirit
change.
spilled all over you. That's pretty great, but cereal is
Yeah,
a little
the
bit.
Cereal.
Cereal
Maybe that's
spilled
why
all
I'm
over you.
Not as rowdy today. Sugar cereal soaked in, and decided not to.
You're doing great.
work.
You're doing absolutely great.
Maybe it's because I had sugar cereal. 'Cause everyone
Maybe.
I don't.
Quiet zone.
Except
Keep voices down. Don't knock. Oh, that's right, because they got this. This turned into a studio. Did you? What did you get? Did you get Caleb? Is that what you're bringing in?
Yeah, I'm the thing in nature. No, you're not taking that in. He got it.
What the heck?
I found a donut.
One of these days, I'm gonna get in serious trouble for doing stuff like this. What did you get? You're welcome. Okay.
All that most of us didn't get stuff from actual nature. It was just
All right. If you would like to show the DEs your prizes,
I found this in a tree. It was up in a tree.
Why was that in the tree? Because it was a
I-
bear tree.
okay. All right. Sam,
I got a half-eaten frozen carrot.
a half-eaten carrot. Ah, I see. And yeah.
Already know Christmas
Right there.
rip that out of the ground or something.
My good
Never send high
glory.
schoolers outside.
Hello, Nolan.
And apparently,
Well, that was a sick.
Okay. A piece of a traffic cone. Okay. All right.
okay,
All right.
my dad always had a
Sit.
this baby.
This is a terrible idea, obviously.
You got Gandalf stuff. That was great.
I,
I felt every day.
yeah, sure, if you want
I
to.
felt fire.
Yeah, well, mine's a better stick.
I literally found fire sticks. The sticks
Okay.
make it
Yeah, mine
done.
was a higher out.
We basically showed. I don't know if we've told. I love the like halfway in between on the cowboy on the both country and country club.
Found it
I like it.
I'm more confused where you got that chocolate.
Hazel, they want to know where you. Megan wants to know where you got that.
Dude, where did you get that?
It was just behind your shed.
Okay, so we went exploring in the wilderness, and
It was real rough. Good thing I was doing
Caleb has a piece of a tree,
Yes, it's the highest part of the tree I could climb to.
highest part of the tree that he could climb to.
That's
Okay,
actually not true. It was the highest part of the tree they felt comfortable.
That you felt
without
comfortable.
getting down by administration.
I see. I'm glad I didn't see that.
Probably still wouldn't. Yeah,
Okay.
no, if they can't-
We have this snake here that I don't know what that is exactly. Gandalf came back with his staff. That's always nice. We had two different kinds of snakes. A really long one over there, and a much
Ribbing.
Oh my god.
great.
I didn't know it was good. It wasn't her host is better.
Well, maybe it's bleeding out. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, that makes sense. Second grade.
We have we have a traffic sign. It's nice. A piece of a traffic sign. You have Gandalf's sword. That's cool, man. Anyway, all right. So
I think we should do this every day.
We should. Yeah, we should. That was fun.
apropos of this, Lewis and Clark.
Whoa.
Brother C,
You don't understand how badly.
So what did you bring in from outside? What DEs? What did you get? What did you bring in?
I brought Gandalf's. That isn't what I
She has Gandalf's sword, but she didn't say she brought it in from outside. If you found Gandalf's sword outside, that would be a leaf. We have leaves. There's a leaf. We have a leaf.
Is that, did you bring a rock?
We have rocks.
I just went and took it right.
Okay.
Brother C,
That's a boulder.
It was on the porch. Good. I'm glad you didn't have to go very far.
Regret not getting the
Lindsay emailed a picture. Okay, so I got to look now. What?
and then
We should all
show
what?
get in a line and then show the DEs what we found and say where we found it and what it is.
Right. Make it happen.
I'm kicking my feet like a small child.
Listen up or you're getting kicked out of this
How
classroom.
bad the idea.
That means you. We're all gonna get in a line, and then we're gonna, where's the camera? Right here. Okay, so we're all gonna get in line, and then the end of the line will be here. And the person, whoever is in the front, will hold their thing, they'll say what it is, where they found it, and then you go. Okay? Ready? Get in the line right now.
Go.
Go.
She's not kidding.
Yeah.
Oh God.
This is
Where's
Wisconsin.
the camera? I climbed to
Wow,
see as much as I could as I grabbed
Oh,
the
yeah.
hand from it. It's so green.
I found one of those like squishy bear things, but it was like all the way up in a tree. So yeah.
That's what I brought. Keep going.
So here's our Wisconsinites.
I found. Okay, actually, he found Gandalf's staff.
off of a tree.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
It was just stuck in a tree. It was like this in a tree, and he got it down, and now I'm the new Gandalf. And what's a funny thing to say?
You shall not pass.
You shall not.
Do it Gandalf way.
So there's
You
Lindsay,
shall
Rachel, and
not-
Megan from Wisconsin. They sent us a picture.
Pass.
It's -4 there apparently. So
It was her.
going outside would be life
Oh my God.
threatening.
Picture frame for your fam?
Okay, keep going.
I found fire. Can I go get the whole traffic cone? I found fire.
No.
You left the
You
rest of
take
the traffic cone?
No. No.
I found, I don't know how to hold this. I found styrofoam, and I found a half-eaten frozen carrot. I found the styrofoam by like the water that's right next to the school. I also found a piece of confetti, and the carrot was just kind of in the foliage.
You brought 3?
Yes, she found a carrot. Apparently we're growing carrots.
There you go.
Rock.
I have a hose, but it's not just a hose. It doubles as a strangulation device. Look. I don't know.
I need to climb that tree.
I have the original hose. I'd just like to say, but I found it by the door outside.
Like I got to where
And
I was climbing and I was like,
nature made the plastic, so
Sure.
it's like a homegrown hose.
Hi, Lindsay. I have a really quiet voice, and I obviously need a microphone, but I have a traffic cone, and my dad always wanted to run over this traffic cone, but he never did because someone else got to it before him, so I'm going to rub it in his face.
Am I looking at this can? Oh.
Yeah.
That's up there by the airplane.
I found a wooden triangle.
Wow.
I found it like in the corner, and there was like a jury stand that was also made out of wood, and it was next to it. I don't know if the jury stand's gonna fall apart, but I took it. What'd you get?
I didn't get anything, but I want to shout out to my friends Rachel, Lindsay, and Megan. And
And Nolan.
if you
We like Nolan. Not so much Nolan. All right.
yes, Megan. That's all. Megan's my favorite. She said hi first. Oh, Lindsay just said nice. Okay, that's all. No more Lindsay.
Here you go. I found this frame behind a shed, and I've been taking pictures of people. I framed your photo with you, so, and it's wobbly too. It moves like this. It's so cool. It's probably cooler than everyone else's. They didn't even look in the trash can like I tried.
Rock. Rock. Excellent. Okay, that didn't go anything like the way I thought that it was going to. So,
it's Leah Holden, of course. I could have guessed most of the people.
yeah, I guess that's probably right. All right. Well, I didn't think it through.
Don't think it through again. That was really fun.
I thought about the beginning, and I didn't really concentrate much on the middle and the end. Nothing?
There you go.
I'm sorry.
You should throw it at whoever has bare feet.
You
All
brought
right.
joy to small brain.
I brought joy as well. I'm happy to hear that.
Well, now you have a
When I first saw it, I thought you got a window pane. Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe it is a window pane. I don't know. We don't know. All right, so Lewis, Meriwether Lewis, and William Clark. Meriwether Lewis is a fascinating dude. He ends up crossing paths with Parley P. Pratt at one point, and ends up being probably murdered at the end of his life. His life goes pear-shaped, as they say. He was Jefferson's personal secretary. He was a sort of a scientist and was sent to study botany and celestial navigation, medicine and zoology. William Clark was a military guy who recruited. He's sort of the logistics guy. He's the guy who put the party together, got everybody organized, and made sure nobody starved to death. Yes.
You misspelled William. It's actually Pippin.
Right. Well, we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
William Clark is the one who hires probably the most famous person on the expedition. Well, actually, that's not quite true. The most famous person on the expedition comes along with a guy that he hired, who we'll get to right here. A guy named Toussaint Charbonneau is a guide, sort of a Western guide. Any idea who might have come along with him, most famous person on this expedition? Sacagawea, that's correct, yeah. She is his third or fourth wife. He's married several people, but she's the one that actually knows what is going on, and she has just given birth to a little boy named Jean-Baptiste Charbonneau, who
knows what's going on?
Toussaint Charbonneau has been out in the wilderness, but it's actually Sacagawea who knows where to go and how to get through the native tribes that are between them and the coast. I got a map in a minute. A couple other people to pay attention to. A guy named York. This is not the brave old Duke of York. It is also not York that shows up in Shakespeare. York is an enslaved person who probably is the first black person ever to vote in an official U.S. election.
How old is he?
York is in his 20s.
Still young.
Yeah, fairly young. He will, as a part of the expedition, William Clark says that everybody who walks gets to vote. And so York gets to vote on where they're going to go, what...
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like against disabled people.
Well, I guess. Seaman, black Newfoundland dog, purchased for $20 by Lewis. $20 would buy about 10 square miles of the Louisiana Purchase.
Well, that's not saying much.
It's a smoking deal, man. The Louisiana Purchase is a smoking deal. And he goes most of the way with the troops. The Corps of Discovery is what the group is called. These are scouts, boatmen, there's some civilians, out of work Army guys. And so there's about 50 people on the expedition. I know, and everybody has this sort of impression that you've got Lewis and Clark, and then Sacagawea is guiding them, and that's the whole expedition. There's probably 50 people on this expedition. So here's the route that they took. Several purposes for this expedition. And by the way, it's shocking. As a government enterprise, it went way over budget.
What?
And took much longer than it was supposed to.
Says who?
I know, it's a
You
government.
can't prove that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you're probably right. Actually, we have plenty of documentation. They spent about twice what they were supposed to, and it was supposed to go much faster than it did. But whatever, they actually did. The shocking part is they actually did do what the expedition was supposed to do. So here's their path through the. They were supposed to explore the Missouri River, so they went up the Mississippi to St. Louis, and then up the Missouri River. Right in this area, a couple of interesting things happen I'll talk about in a minute. to expand the American fur trade and find the Northwest Passage. The Northwest Passage is the sea route from the Atlantic to the Pacific that doesn't require you to go all the way around South America. They're still looking for it.
Does it exist?
No,
Then why were they looking for it?
because they didn't know that it didn't
Why are they
exist.
still looking for it if we know it doesn't exist?
But they didn't know that it didn't exist until they looked for it and didn't find it. This pretty much kills off any idea that you're going to find a way. Pretty much kills off any idea that you're going to find a way to go from the Atlantic to the Pacific without having to put your feet on the ground. Lots of people have tried this. Henry Hudson, I don't know if you remember this. Henry Hudson tried to find it, went up around northern Canada, down into the Hudson Bay. His troops mutinied and marooned him and his son on a little rowboat in the Hudson Bay. But it's a, you know.
Oh, is that still the Hudson Bay?
That's why. Yeah, well, but the crew was right. There isn't any way from the Hudson Bay, well, there is, if you go up across it, but the ice is like 50 feet thick, so there's no way you're getting through. With an icebreaker, you can actually go over northern Canada and around, but you better try it in the summer. So the trip was 8,000 miles. It is. 10 to 20 miles a day. They started in May of 04 and returned in October of 05 after a lot of people had given up on the idea that they were ever going to make it back.
They thought that they were going to be doing 20 to 40 miles a day with half the budget.
Well, they didn't know how far it was. Nobody really knew how far it was. Well, they also didn't know, I mean, if you could find a Northwest Passage, I mean, that would be good. Of course, the Missouri River is navigable way up into the, so, I mean, another way that you could find it is if you could actually sail up the Mississippi and then into the Missouri and out to the Pacific Ocean, that would work. They did not know that you have the Rocky Mountains in the middle and the Continental Divide is about right here, which all the rivers on this side flow this way and all the rivers on this side flow that way. They didn't know that any of that was there. There are rumors, of course, but you don't know. Nobody's mapped it. Not even Napoleon, who basically just scribbled something on a napkin and said, here, this is yours. They had a ship at the beginning of their expedition. The idea was that they were going to row it up the Missouri to and out to the Pacific Ocean. It's not really how rivers work, but whatever. So it's a 55-foot keel boat plus a couple of other cargo boats that they had. Most people, you just don't know this stuff. Like, they all hike over the mountains. There's just 3 or 4 of them, but it's not. There's 50 people. They had boats. This is a pretty well-funded expedition. It's a government expedition. It's unlimited money. Spend whatever you want. They discovered 122 previously unknown animals.
122?
Yes.
Dang.
Previously unknown animals and 178 plants that were unknown to science, including the prairie dog, the coyote, the grizzly bear. Don't ask how they discovered that one. I said don't ask.
Oh, look, bones.
The gray wolf, the mule deer.
Mule deer?
Yeah, white-tailed deer are eastern deer. They're smaller. Western deer are all mule deer.
Do names get meaner and more petty the more animals that they find because they're just running out of names?
I don't know, maybe. They found a whole bunch of plants. The buffalo berry. This, by the way, this right here
Why are you looking like that?
is the passenger pigeon.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And there were millions of passenger pigeons, and they got exterminated. Passenger pigeons are now extinct. There were so many of them that people talk about a flock would go overhead, and for 10 minutes you couldn't see the sun because they were so thick and the flock was so big. You shoot them all for fun.
That's a lot of...
Humans. We're very, very ingenious. When we want to kill stuff, we're really good at it.
We're not very good at putting it back together, though.
No, we're less good at resurrecting things that we've exterminated. Although we're working on that.
That's true.
We're working on it. Maybe it's just too soon.
So
So what they did was they made all of these drawings. They would find a bird, they'd probably shoot one, take some of the feathers, they would draw it, dissect it. This is also a scientific expedition. They are trying to map it. Jefferson would like to know what he just bought. But they're also trying to catalog all the stuff that they find. Ponderosa pines, common junipers, wild rice, how you use them. There are native tribes all over, and most of them are relatively friendly, although not the one that that essentially surrounds and threatens to kill everybody in the expedition. Yeah, well, they're up in the Oregon Territory, what became the Oregon Territory. And they wake up one, they're trekking through, on a path, and they are surrounded. They get surrounded by warriors from this tribe. And they can't, at first they can't talk to them. They can't communicate with them. Sacagawea comes out and starts speaking to them, and and after a couple minutes, one of them says, "Hey, Katira."
Oh, they say hey, Katira.
They say, "Hey, Katira." Yeah, there was a Katira in the party. Yeah, I thought so. The earliest incidents of the name that we have. So Sacagawea, after a minute, they look at her and they're like, "Wait a minute, don't I know you?" And she says, "No. You seem familiar to me too." And it turns out that these are representatives from the tribe that she had been kidnapped from when she was like 5. And they're like, "Well, I guess we won't kill you now because this is our long-lost sister." It was her brother who was talking to them and threatening to kill them. Now look.
That's so wholesome.
Yeah, okay, but you can talk all you want about random chance and whatever, but at a certain point, when God wants to pull off a thing, sometimes he's pretty obvious about it. Like that's ridiculous. There are hundreds of thousands of Native Americans and tribes all over the Pacific Northwest. And they happen to run into the one tribe. She hasn't been there in probably 15 years. She was kidnapped and then sold and then married this Frenchman, had a kid, and then when they go hiking back up to the Pacific Northwest, they happen to run into the exact tribe that she was kidnapped from. I mean, come on. If you put that in a book, your editor would go, "Come on, at least make it believable." But it happened. And it turns out there's no all-water route from the Atlantic to the Pacific through North America. We should dig a big trench. Somebody will have this idea, and the French will try to do it for 25 years and lose about 20,000 people. And then Theodore Roosevelt will be like, "It's just a ditch. We can dig it." And they do. Because it's Theodore Roosevelt, and you don't tell that guy no.
Which one is it? It's the Erie Canal, right?
That's the Panama Canal. The Erie Canal is much shorter.
Yeah, that's what
and a lot easier to dig.
I was just confused because of how did he have jurisdiction to dig in Panama?
Jurisdiction's a funny thing, and sometimes it depends on whether you have bigger warships than anybody else. I mean, right-of-way is very important on the road. But if an 18-wheeler is contesting right-of-way with your 4-passenger sedan, give it to them. You may have the right-of-way, but you still get crushed like a beer can if you get in their way. So give it to them. Let them have it. That's America. Are you allowed to do this? Well, it depends on what you mean by allowed. Are we going to do it anyway? Probably. Can you stop us? Probably not. Do you want to try? Wouldn't be advisable. So I guess we're going to do it then. I guess it's okay. Lewis they had an encounter with a grizzly bear. Here's what he wrote in his journal. It was the most tremendous looking animal and extremely hard to kill. Notwithstanding, he had 5 balls through his lungs and 5 others in various parts. It was at least 20 minutes before he died. And these guys are firing 40 and 50 cal musket balls, okay? This is a huge... Grizzly bears are large. This is a big bear, okay? I don't know why they wanted to call it that. But they probably ate it, and it was tough. And so it has lots of gristle, and so they call it a grizzly bear. I don't know. I'm making that up. Here's a whole bunch of the animals that they discovered. So I'm glad that if we had time, we don't really have time, I would have you make a naturalist's description of the things that you brought back from nature. But here's the thing. This is actually, I'm glad that you guys grabbed some of the stuff that you did. They don't know what any of it is. So especially the little squishy bear. Okay? You're walking by a tree. There's this bear, this little, teddy bears didn't exist yet either because teddy bears are 100 years away from when we have Teddy Roosevelt in the White House. So you have this little, I guess it's a bear, this little squishy white bear cub sitting in the tree. Does it belong to the tree? How do you know? When the conquistadors showed up in North America and rode their horses into the interior, for a long time the natives thought that the horse and the man were the same organism.
Is that where
Centaurs, yes, sort of the same idea. If you've never seen a horse before, and you've never seen anybody riding a horse before, and somebody starts riding the horse, how do you know that this isn't just one thing, right?
The simplest solution is most likely right. So
Right, so it's probably just one organism. I don't think so because they were talking about centaurs in Greece long before this, but it's probably from the same kind of thing. An area where they didn't have anybody riding horses, somebody comes in riding a horse. How is that not just one thing? The fact that they could separate out all this stuff, you got jackrabbits, you have mule deer, grizzly bears, prairie dogs, various kinds of woodpeckers, swans, all sorts of different kinds of fish that they've never seen before, unknown to Western science. And not to mention an infinitude of plants. They cataloged 178 new species of plant. But
missed 200 more.
Yeah, at least hundreds more.
Thousands.
That they didn't notice or didn't see or didn't catalog or whatever. It's a pretty amazing haul of scientific knowledge. The pronghorn antelope doesn't exist outside of the West. So they're seeing these creatures that no white person has ever seen before. Oh yeah, we have pronghorn antelope out west here in Eagle Mountain. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen them before.
Yeah. Vast herds of these animals. Bison, various kinds of terns. Yeah, here's a sort of an artist's representation of the native tribe surrounding the party and basically demanding that they go back. And if you say, okay, there's a couple of different ways to pronounce this name. If you call her Sacagawea with a soft G, her name means boat launcher. If you say Sacagawea with a hard G, her name means bird woman.
Bird woman's cooler.
That's cooler.
You choose. She seemed non-picky.
The one from Home Alone 2? I hope.
Probably not the same one. Probably
It's
highly unlikely to be the same one. Not only does she save the expedition several times with her knowledge of how things work in the West and her happen to being related to belligerent tribes, but she also carries her kid the whole way.
That's wild.
Wait, is her kid named Sophie?
No,
Is that her sister?
I have no idea. Never heard that before. Her kid's name is Jean-Baptiste Charbonneau.
I hate that name.
Because she's married to a Frenchman. That's Indian for this dude sucks and we shouldn't be married anymore.
Oh,
This
I
dude-
thought
Yeah, he's a piece of work.
the baby's name. Say it again.
Toussaint Charbonneau is a piece of work, not my favorite guy. Jean-Baptiste Charbonneau.
Oh, I thought you meant John the Baptist. Like John
It's
the Baptist.
that Jean-Baptiste is French for John the Baptist. Yes, so his name is actually John the Baptist Charbonneau.
Okay.
Just saying. Hey, he's French. Don't look at me. I'm not French. I've been to France. I liked it, actually. I liked France. They have excellent food.
The French people or the food?
They were delicious, especially sliced thin and fried in oil,
French people.
which are actually not French fries, but Belgian fries. Never mind. My dad is not around but I got you, Dad. Okay? I mentioned it. The best fries are in Belgium, not in France. Belgian fries are better. At 12 years old, she was captured. Oh, so she's a little bit older. I know, but I was wrong. At 12 years old, she was captured by a raiding tribe. And without her, this expedition would have failed. No question about it. They could probably have made it without Toussaint Charbonneau, but there's no way they were going to make it without her. In some ways, the expedition was a failure. They were not the first non-Indians to explore the area. They did not find an all-water route, and it took forever to get their journals published because, again, it's a government operation, and so it's going to take forever for it to actually get completed. Did they discover poison ivy? No, poison ivy is an eastern thing, but poison oak, yes.
Is poison oak a Western thing?
It is a western thing.
Brother C, do we get to listen to my song now?
The expedition contributed significant geographic knowledge. They made an actual map of what they had purchased, which was nice.
An actual map.
An actual map.
That's
And
insane.
when they got back and said, look at all this cool stuff that we didn't buy, the Americans started thinking, well, how would we get our hands on that? Because it's obvious that America is supposed to go from the Atlantic all the way to the Pacific. It's obvious.
Well, it did in like 150 years.
It did, well, it took another 40 years for us to start a war with Mexico so we could get the rest of it.
Yeah. Or did Mexico own the rest of it?
Mexico said they owned the rest of it.
But what about the
Actually, Spain said they owned the rest of it because they said they owned Mexico. And then Mexico said, you don't own us, and the Spanish are the Spanish, so they couldn't do anything about it, and so they're Spanish. What do you want? Okay, and that's the Lewis and Clark expedition. Tomorrow, we're into Mr. Madison's presidency.
Oh, is this the one with the kitchen? The kitchen and the spoon. It is.
This is the one with the kitchen and Dolly Madison's dinner. Yes, this is the one. This is the one with Dolly Madison's dinner. Yeah, I'll have to see if I can dig that up. And people, we got all the way through a slideshow. It's true that it was Mondays, but we got through. That's the last slide in the slideshow.
Do we get to keep these? What do we do with our?
I would return the natural wonders that you have collected to nature.
It's garbage.
Don't return that.
And I made it special.
I would return it to its natural habitat.
I will return my bear back.
It is not.
See, look.
You brought it, you return it. You can keep your rock if you want, though. Like that's, if you want to carry a rock, just curl or whatever, get some exercise in. You can do
Don't
that.
worry, I'll return my tree bear to its habitat.
Love you, DEs. See you mañana.
But this is garbage.
Then,
It's garbage.
all right, then you can throw it away if you want to. I love you guys too.
Yeah.